Hey everybody, so we're doing salsa today, and first I'm putting it through the ball machine here. I just chopped up so there'd be some chunky bits of tomato in there, and then the rest I'm putting through this machine. So I've cored my tomatoes. And then just chopping them up. And I'm using the large screen in this, so it's not a watery salsa. So I'm gonna finish doing my tomatoes. I have used the whizzer for jalapenos. I did 7 jalapenos in there. I did not completely seed it and vein them. I just did half of them because we want a little bit of spice to our salsa. So when I finish the tomatoes, measure them up and get them in the pot, I will come back and we will add the rest of the ingredients and I will give you the measurements. So hope you all are having a good day and staying safe out there in the hurricane zone. Been worried about everybody, so I'm going to continue on with my tomatoes and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we got all our tomatoes in here. We have 16 cups of tomatoes, 3 cups of bell pepper, 3 cups of onion, 4 tablespoons of minced garlic, 7 jalapenos I think I did, and then 6 teaspoons of canning salt. And I'm going to add 1.5 cups of 5% acidity vinegar. Add that. That foaminess is from putting the vegetables in the food processor. So I'm going to stir this all up. Oh, and I'm going to add a can of tomato paste. If you want yours to be more like the store-bought, add a 12-ounce can of tomato paste to your salsa. And I may add another one of these depending on how thick it is. You're going to cook this until it thickens. You don't want to bring it to a rolling boil, just to simmer. So we're going to get this all stirred up. And you can chop up your veggies and your tomatoes as small or large as you want. The saltiness and the sweetness will depend kind of on the acidity and stuff in your tomatoes, so you can always taste after it's cooked and see if you want to add any other ingredients. If you wanted to, you could add parsley. I do not add cilantro. I think it gets a funny taste. You can add cumin. But I'm going for like your store-bought tight because that seems to be what everyone prefers over the restaurant style, which is a thinner salsa. So like I said, if you want it thicker, you can add more tomato paste. And yeah, now we're just going to let this come to a simmer and cook it until it has thickened, because I don't want any water, tomato water, to settle at the bottom of my jars either. So we're gonna let her rip, and I will see you if we have to doctor it up. Okay everybody, I just took these jars out of the water bath. Here's our salsa. Let me find my funnel. Okay, found my funnel. I got my rings, my lids. And we are going to fill our jars, and this will process in a water bath for 30 minutes. And you can taste your salsa. You know, the sweetness and everything is going to depend on your tomatoes. So if you want to add a little sugar, you can. We're going to fill this up to a 1/2 inch of headspace. It's very hot, so be careful. And you can use less peppers if you don't want so spicy, or but if you have really acidic tomatoes, you can balance that out with a little bit of sugar. You can use stevia, or not stevia, what is that, Splenda, for cooking. I think I'm gonna have to find some more jars. Ooh, it's hot in here. Or if you wanted to add more salt, if you needed more salt, you could do that as well. You have to have the vinegar though. That's what will make it shelf stable. You have to have that acidity. You could use an apple cider vinegar if you wanted. Just make sure it's 5% acidity. I have some jars in the dishwasher, but it's running right now. Well, I paused it while we do this. Been watching the hurricane forecast, and I just hope anybody that's in that path is okay. Wipe our rims. Be careful. You want to put this in hot jars so you don't have thermal shock when you add them to your water bath canner. That's very important. Sanitize them. And when I put my jars in the water bath canner to get hot, I put them in before it comes up to a boil, so the jars come up to a boil with the water. So you don't want to put your room temperature jars in a hot canner as well. Your fire trucks. Whew. Fingertip tight. I need something. Want to put them in your water bath canner for 30 minutes. You'll start the time when the water comes back to a boil. Put the lid on. Make sure the tops of your jars are covered with at least 1 inch of water when you put them in the canner. And we will start this for 30 minutes when it comes back to a boil, and I will show you them when they come out. So I got more to put in jars, so gotta finish off this dishwasher load. Okay, everybody, we're done. Well, so there's the first lot out of the canner, and we'll put in some more. So if you guys have any questions at all, post them down below. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video.